Hey guys, welcome to Twin Flame Truth TV. I'm Elle Hari, a Twin Flame Alchemist, writer, teacher, and coach. And in today's episode, I'm going to discuss 8 sneaky ways that your fear-based push energy is feeding, and without you even realizing it. That's why it's sneaky. So if you follow me or my teachings, you know that your push energy, your twin flame is pull energy. And you do not want to feed your push energy. Your push energy is fear-based, it's addictive, and like any energy, its inclination, its instinct, so to speak, is to grow and to expand. But we don't want this energy to do that. We want to actually starve it out so that it shrinks, it gets smaller. Because as it grows and expands, it's pushing. And where's it pushing toward? Toward your twin flame. And guess who's on the other end of that energy pushing away from you? Your twin flame, who then is pulling back, right? So we don't want to do that. We want to stop it from feeding and pushing out. So these are sneaky ways, and this energy is very sneaky. It's very sneaky. It's not stupid. It controls your mind. So, your mind is kind of smart. So, it can come up with some sneaky shit. So that's what this video is going to be about. How to spot sneaky ways, 8 of them, that your fear-based push energy could be feeding without you even realizing it. So without further ado, the first one is just by you focusing on your twin flame. I say this all the time, don't focus on your physical form of your twin flame. And that includes everything from, just thinking about them, memories, fantasizing about the future, stalking them on Facebook or in real life or any other social media, stalking their friends, stalking their family members, driving by their house, their work, you name it, anything like that. Discussing them, talking about them with other people. All of these things are focusing on your twin flame and what your twin flame is conceivably saying, thinking, doing, or feeling. And that is just feeding up this fear-based push energy. And this also speaks to intention. So I'm going to do a whole other video just on intention because it is essential for this journey. I mean, it's the #1 key essential thing you need to start with this journey. But just suffice to say for now that your intention for doing this, for even watching these videos, for anything involving this journey cannot be to be with your twin flame. Yes, we know that's your goal. Yes, we know, that's what got you here. We know that. But your mind, it can't be the focus of what you're doing. You need to pick another intention for doing this. And again, like I said, I will have another video about that soon. But so that's the first way. Focusing in any way, shape, or form on what the physical form of your twin flame is doing physically, meaning what they're saying, thinking, doing, or feeling, right? That's #1. The second way is worrying about dates and milestones and things like that. So your fear-based push energy loves time. It loves dates, right? It loves milestones. By these, I mean things like birthdays of your twin flame, your anniversary of meeting, like the anniversary since you separated physically, how long it's been since you spoke last, or what you were doing a year ago on this day, anything like that. Seasons, holidays, anything like that is all created in the physical world. It's a function of time. So anything time related is not of the soul. It is of the physical world. The soul knows no time. The soul is eternal. It's timeless, right? So I mean, it just everything happens in the spiritual world and on the level of the soul in the present moment. Now is all that exists. Now, there is no past. There is no future. There is no time. So anytime you are focused on a time-based, thing, meaning a date, a milestone, anything like that, a holiday, anything on the calendar regarding your twin flame, then guess what? That is your fear-based energy feeding there. And also probably doesn't make you feel too good at this point. So, do not allow yourself to focus on dwell on things such as that. They are irrelevant. They only occur in the physical world. And remember, this is a journey of the soul. We have to do this from the space of the soul. We have to work on the level of the soul here. Okay, the third one is, and I get so many questions about this in its own right, but dreaming of your twin flame. When you have dreams of your twin flame, that is your fear-based push energy sneaking in a feed while you are not awake and consciously aware of it, right? Because you're asleep, and that's fine, that's perfect. There's nothing you can do about that. You know, you're sleeping and you know, you're not consciously worrying about your thoughts when you sleep, and that's perfect. But you know, when you wake up, it is when, you know, if many times dreams can linger with us, right? The feelings of the dreams, like you wake up and sometimes you feel like they're so real, right? But that's all just fear-based energy tricking you. They aren't real, they're dreams. And so, you know, any dreams involving the twin flame, I highly suggest when you wake up and you had one, forget about it as quickly as possible. Don't even let your mind go back to even thinking about it, or, you know, dwelling on it, or even, you know, basking in the feelings of it or anything like that. It's just a way for your fear-based push energy to sneak a feed in. And so moving on, the fourth one is, sorry, I'm reading notes again. I can't see anything. I can't read my writing. What is that? Oh, yes. Okay. This is a good one too. I get a lot of questions about this one too. It's tricking you into thinking that you are feeling your twin flames emotions, like feeling their emotions, or feeling even their presence next to you. I know I did this. I felt my twin flame's presence next to me, even though he had totally blocked me, you know, back then, you know, completely. I still could swore I felt him like right next to me, sitting next to me at times. It was profound. I mean, it really did feel like I could feel him, his energy. I could feel what he was feeling. But guys, that is your fear-based energy tricking you. What connects you with your twin flame are not physical things. So feelings, emotions, things like that, thoughts, they are all physical. They all are created in the mind. That is not the connection you have with your twin flame. With your twin flame, you're connected, that transcends all of that, a much more powerful sacred connection than that. And that is your soul. And your soul just feels one way. It feels just bliss and joy and calm and peace and contentment. And that is your twin flame. Any other feelings, emotions, whatever that you might think that you're feeling that are of your twin flame or whatever, or not, you're not connected that way. It's not. It's your fear-based push energy trying to trick you through your mind, which then, you know, also causes you to feel things as well. It's wishful thinking on your fear-based energy part because it wants you to believe it, because that feeds it. Okay, so next one, number 5 is if you have still remained and kept open any kind of channels of communication with your twin flame. And I mean, this can be anything from, you know, if you have, you know, you're on their social media, or, you know, I use this example a lot because one of my students from my coaching program, who also does one-on-one coaching with me, we just deciphered after a couple months or whatever that, oh my gosh, she was hooking, her fear-based energy was totally being fed, because when her and her twin flame were together, you know, they were married or whatever, and they had a side phone that they just both got for each other, and they only used it for each other, and so she still had this phone, and so her twin flame would start, you know, coming in and texting her after she was working the program only on this phone, and then it turned out, but you know, she thought the phone broke, but it was just Mercury retrograde, but whatever, but that totally freaked her out, and excuse me, so that showed that her fear-based energy was totally hooked into that device, right? Because it just associated that with her twin flame coming in. And it looked at it as the only means of communication for the twin flame to reach out to her. And so if you have any of that going on, where you are looking at something and, oh, this is how my twin flame will contact me or be able to connect with me, or I will be able to connect with him or her, right? Let go of it. Let go of it, because guess what? Your soul will bring them in a way you can't even imagine anyway. It's not going to be the easiest way possible. It's not even necessarily going to be, you know, through a device. I mean, your soul will arrange it when the time is right. If you don't have a device available that you can connect with them, or they can't find your number for some reason or anything else, then your soul will bring you together physically. You will actually literally bump into each other in person, okay? Your soul will make this work. And that's part of trusting and believing in the process and in your soul. And that's what you have to do, because this whole journey is about loving yourself. You are your soul. Your twin flame is your soul. And to love something, you must trust and believe in it, right? And you can't fool your soul about that. Your soul will know if you're trusting and believing in it. So anything you have, if you're still holding on to like, them being on social media with you. I'm not saying you have to block them everywhere completely, but, maybe unfollow, maybe, unfriend or whatever works with whatever platform you're on. I don't know. But, there's no need for you to keep these communication channels open with the hope that someday you're going to see your twin flame on there, right? Or something they post, or they're going to reach out to you or DM you or whatever, right? That's a totally feeding your fear-based push energy. And it doesn't like me saying that. And I know right now, I can just feel some of you just resistance to that. But that shows you that how much your fear-based energy is holding on to that. Another common way is actually people. So people that you associate with your twin flame, and that quite possibly, mostly maybe, you even know through your twin flame. But you still keep these connections going, because why? You hope that when you see them, they're going to bring up your twin flame's name, or they're going to talk about your twin flame, right? Or they're going to give you some information about your twin flame. Or they're gonna be with your twin flame, and you're gonna like happen to pop over, and you get to run into your twin flame, right? I mean, there's all kinds of sneaky ways this energy does this. Remember, this energy controls your mind, so it can contrive up all of these scenarios and wishes and all this in there. But still, remember, what's it all doing? It's still focusing on your twin flame, which, number one, you cannot do. Remember, that was the first one. So get rid of any kind of open channels, the communication that you might have open, just ready there and waiting and checking periodically, see if your twin flame's on there or whatever. Stop it. That is totally feeding your fear-based pushed energy. Okay, next one is, this is a good one too. Number 6, obsessing about finding out information. And what I mean by that is information like this video, like all of my videos, like all of my content, anything else about twin flames you can Google or find out online somewhere or whatever. The information. See, because your fear-based push energy controls your mind, it's very much into the academic and what it knows stuff, right? It thinks if it knows stuff in the mind, that it will be in control, that it's in control, and that it's so smart, and that, it's getting this, it's doing this. But I mean, that's not true. Any obsession is fear-based energy, first of all, about anything. So if you're obsessed about even finding out stuff in general about twin flames, that's your fear-based energy, hooking into like trying to, control this whole journey of yours. It can't control. What really needs to happen is that you watch like a video like this or something once, and then you resonate. And however you resonate is perfect. And you resonate in the exact way you're meant to, in the exact moment that you are ready to see it. And the next time, if you watch it again, you're going to resonate with something else. But I don't recommend watching them obsessively at all. Watch one, and then maybe like a month or two later, go back and watch it again if necessary, but by then you might even have to. The point is that if you obsess about finding out information, you are, you hear Rumi? There's Rumi. Just in time. But if you obsess about finding out information about twin flames or anything like that, it's just a way of feeding that energy that feels like it has to know everything. Because this journey, again, is about your soul, not your mind. So it's not what you know in your mind, it's what you know, what you resonate with your soul. I mean, it transcends your mind. Your soul knows so much more than your mind could ever even fathom anyway. Your mind can't even conceive of most of this stuff. And if you don't believe me, close your eyes and picture what love looks like, or picture what infiniteness looks like, or eternity. Your mind can't even conceive of this stuff, and that is your soul, right? So, I mean, your soul just transcends all of this. So definitely stop obsessing and searching for the information. I know it makes you feel better and you get a little jolt and all that, but that little jolt, that little feel betterness is your fear-based energy. So it just got fed because it's a little happy camper at that point, right? So yeah, stop obsessively finding out information about twin flames. And okay, so the next one, number 7, is, what does this say? Oh, yes, connecting any other areas of your life with this twin flame journey. So this is a big one, and this kind of tends to come along, I think, a little bit further along your journey, at least with my students and with me. But you know, it's like once you start to kind of get this, and you're feeling better, and then you try to like think like, oh well, you know, I'm not feeding my fear-based energy here, so then, oh, in my job, I'm obsessing about finding out this information, so I better not do that, right? Because it's feeding my fear-based energy. But no, 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 no. You don't want to connect anything that I suggest here or you're doing regarding this journey with anything else, any other areas of your life or any other people in your life, nothing. This is completely separate. It needs to be at this point. This is all this is for, is the twin flame part of your journey. Any other areas of life have nothing to do with this. And connecting it, believe it or not, feeds your fear-based energy, because your fear-based energy wants everything to be connected with the twin flame, right? It wants to keep building and building this up into like the most major thing ever. But that's not what's going on here. This is this, there's this, and then there's everything else, right? This has to be kept separate. This does not apply to all areas of your life. Not where we currently are as humanity on the level of consciousness we're at. This is just not yet. This is not applicable to anything else. This is enough. This is enough on your plate, okay? We don't need to apply any of this to any other areas of our life at this point. So, but by doing so, that is your fear-based push energy trying to feed. Okay, and then the final one, number 8, is, and this kind of goes with obsessing again, but it's really hooking in and obsessing and getting caught up on specific words and language and mantras. I remember I got really caught up on this with something my teacher had put out. She put out, and this wasn't related to twin flames, just like in general, she put out something about letting go. And, you know, I was doing really well. I was cruising right along. I was feeling so much better. And then I saw this you know, this thing she posted about letting go, and I was like, oh my gosh, am I letting go? And of course my fear-based energy was like, oh my God, I don't think I'm letting go. And so like for like the next like, you know, week, I was like just obsessing to myself about, oh my gosh, how am I letting go? How do I let go? What does letting go do? You know, all this stuff. And then finally in one of my sessions with my teacher, you know, it came up, I'm like, I just don't know if I'm letting go. And she's like, what are you talking about? What are you letting go? What is that? And I'm just like, well, you posted this thing. And she was just like, that had nothing even to do with your unique situation. It has nothing to do with the twin flame journey. That was just something I posted. And she's like, you know, stop obsessing about words or about specific concepts or specific things you think your fear-based energy thinks you need to do. You don't have to do anything. There's nothing to obsess about, right? It's just watching this energy. It's just knowing these things and then just really just, you know, stopping the obsessiveness about them, really, and the focus on them, if that makes sense. So if you can take this list of things, and I'll just repeat them all really quickly, one by one, and, you know, kind of just see where right now, honestly, and you have to be honest with yourself, right? This is all about getting real with yourself, because, you know, you're loving yourself, so you have to be real with yourself. And, you know, really honestly taking stock and seeing where, you know, in your life right now you might be doing this regarding your twin flame journey, right? So here they are in order again. So the first one, focusing on your twin flame. The second one, being concerned with dates, milestones, anything having time related. Third one is dreams of your twin flame. Forget those as soon as you wake up. Number 9 is thinking, what am I, I can't read my writing again. This is the one I can, number 4, I'm sorry. Tricking your mind. Oh yeah. Tricking yourself into thinking that you are feeling your twin flames emotions and feelings. You are not. That's not how you're connected. Number 5 is any open channels of communication that you associate with your twin flame or think that this is how your twin flame could reach out to you. Cut those off. Number 6 is obsessing about information and knowledge about twin flames in general and this whole journey in general. The stuff like this video and watching the videos over and over again and stuff like that. You do not have to obsess about it. That's all feeding your fear-based mind energy. And number 7 is connecting any other areas of your life to what, you know, I teach here or anything else with your twin flame journey. They are completely separate. There's twin flame journey, everything else. And then number 8 again is hooking into and obsessing about specific words that are used, or concepts or ideas or even mantras, saying mantras to yourself over and over again. I know I did that a lot as well at first, and that's all just fear-based energy wanting to feel in control. And remember, it's not in control. Your soul is doing everything. Even people on the twin flame journey, your soul's always been doing everything your entire life. We just are believed in this physical 3D world that our minds are controlling everything, but that is an illusion. And if you would like any more one-on-one help or any kind of coaching with this, or even to just get clear about what's going on with your situation, I have created a free one-on-one clarity consultation for you guys. And this is not just a pushy sales call, it is an educational call where you will learn like exactly what's going on in your own unique individual situation. You'll learn exactly what's keeping you from getting everything you desire, and you will receive your very own individualized 3-step map to help guide you along the journey, which is exactly what you need to do to be with your twin flame for good on your terms, and if you choose to do that. Again, remember, you never have to choose to do that. And so that's it. So I had people from this call just be like, that this call themselves caused them to have a massive shift and get complete understanding and clarity and feel so much better right away. So, and of course, yes, if during the call we feel like you'd be a good fit for my Magnetize Your Twin Flame coaching program, we can give you an invitation for that. No pressure. If you feel like you'd like to enroll in that, that's fine, but you don't have to. This is not like a sales pressury call. I know some of you expressed some, confusion about that. It's not. This is an educational call. You will get complete clarity and you will learn a lot. So I will put the link to book one of those calls down below this video. And again, thank you so much for watching and tuning into this episode of Twin Flame Truth TV. I will see you in the next episode. Lots of love, guys. Bye.